Mega Spy Assassin, thank you for 2 months. You have Interlogistics now set it up. I do. I have Intra as well. I've not got that set up either. So in order to build an interstellar logistics system, I need titanium alloys that I'm not making, but I need titanium. And I need a planetary logistics system, which I don't have. And to make one of them, guess what I need? Titanium. And processors, which we're making, and particle containers, which we're definitely not making, but we could make because we have graphene, copper, and those things. So, yeah. We can do it. We can do the intra. Doing the inter is a bit more difficult, but I'm going to go and grab a ton of titanium first. Let's put some junk in here. I want to carry all this around. We can take the belts with us and leave them there. We can even take the assemblers with us. Don't need to take any of these. That we need to throw in the box. I mean, we could take any of this stuff and just leave it over there. Might take the foundation, that could be handy. Okay, we can leave more or less all of that. It looks like Yellow Productions just stopped.
Konnichiwa, Squirrel-san.
Titanium, yeah, we're desperate. Desperate. Miss D-Storm, konnichiwa. That's the last of it. Not surprised, Jimbo. Whoa. Warp Factor 3, Mr. Sulu. Oh, yeah. Right, Ryanair landing. Tell you what, we can move between planets an awful lot quicker these days. Oof. That was more of a Stark landing. That's gotta hurt. I mean, I slowed right down, but it still pummeled us into the ground. Alright, put them in there. Them in there. Go in there. You can have the boxes. You can have the assemblers. You can have the towers. We'll have that back. Put that in there. Right, give me your titanium. Actually, I better take some of these back as well. They use quite a bit. Pinky, thanks 58. Should have charged up a bit before I left, never mind. Some form of rockets used to solve logistics between planets. Yeah, so what happens, Jimbo, is you build an interplanetary logistics system and then drones basically fly between the planets. so you don't have to keep doing this. A gas giant extraction. What does that entail? Oh, I was a little bit better. Actually landed on my feet.
Hello, Pinky.
Hello, Pinky. Okay. Right. Titanium can go... Hang on. Hang on. Got myself disoriented then. Need a compass. Right, titanium for days there. Might do another quick run actually. Then we'll start building the logistics stuff. Where did we put the titanium bit isn't depressed? I know. I'm trying to think where we put the high purity silicon. It was needed as an input somewhere. And I can't remember where. Is that it? That's the glass thing. I'll just stick in the center box. You can get the resource from gas giant extraction, like mine was fire ice, which is a shortcut for the carbon sheet. Ah. So what do you do? Land on it, and then how do you extract it then? What does that entail? Let's get charged off the grid. Mecha core level 3, 400. Oh my god, look what that just did to the energy on the battery. Flippin' heck. Charge a bit more now. Well, that's interesting. We can actually scale this up. Oh, what a noob. What a noob. I haven't got my inserters. Hang on. There's a noob error just got made. Wow. Can I fail this anymore? Right, 1 second. Let me get some belt. I complete like half of the yellow stack, just not even doing anything. It does bypass the buffer because it comes after the intake. That's what I already checked. There you go. Just let that flush out. Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. Bypasses the buffer, yeah, you're right. 1 second. That looks a bit crazy. It comes out of here onto the belt, then gets brought into the box and puts back in the box. Hey, you are actually making more yellow. Well done. Well, strictly speaking, the buffer should be further downstream. It shouldn't be there. I'll move it later, it's fine. Okay. What have you done with the planets? Blimey, with all this energy, it's pretty quick to get around now. Head first. Wow. We just emptied one of those stores. It is literally like Buzz Lightyear, yeah. That should keep us entertaining for a bit. What have you done with the planet? Pinky Express, good morning to you. 58 months, tier 2. Thank you very much. Now I understand what Valesi meant when he said hello, Pinky. Now that makes sense. Bad Piggy, thank you for 31. I got this, Heyman. I got this, bro. Look, see, just hit the brakes. It's all good, mate. It's all good. Oh, look at this. Okay, he's head first again, but it's fine. Right, what have we done with my factory? I think I landed on the wrong side of the planet. Boom. Nice. Right. Plenty of stuffs now. Inventory capacity level 3. Oh yeah, could have done that with that just before I left. But never mind. Right, research. Drive engine. Mech sail speed, drone engine, drone flight speed, energy circuit, mecha fuel power, that's useful. It's down here. Solar sail life. Ray transmission efficiency. Vertical construction level 3, that would be handy. Sorter cargo stacking. Increases the cargo stacking for sorters Mark 3. Wait, what? What exactly is going on though? Is that like the stacked inserter? Is it instead of moving one item at a time, it can move like multiple? It means the Mark III can carry more than one item at a time. Interesting. Interesting. That's actually quite useful. Logistics carrier and 20% logistics drone flight speed. That's going to be useful for us. Logistics carrier capacity. That's going to be useful. Research speed. Wow, I don't have this yet. Okay. Let's get some of my stuff back. Okay, what's on the list? Super magnetic rings to make accumulators or scale plastic. Actually, we need to make solar panels as well. And foundations. There's so many things we need to automate. I think maybe the priority should be the intraplanetary stuff. Planetary logistics system. We are making these. We need to make these particle containers. Gamma 10, thank you very much for 46 months. Yeah, we've got yellow cubes. But we need to get planetary logistics to make it so we don't have to keep flying back and forwards. Tons of graphene, tons of copper, electromagnetic turbines. Let's get an assembler down here then. They are. So if we split some copper and get it up here, and then we have a box and put some graphene in it, I think that'll do it for now. We're not going to have to make tons of these, I don't think. Yeah, but you have to make the intra stuff to do the inter stuff. I already have the inter stuff unlocked. If you look at these, if you look at the interstellar, you need an intra just to manufacture it. Yeah? But either way, we've got to make those purple particle thingy doodads. slope too long. What? Wait, I don't have any belts on. I was a bit concerned then. I was like, why are they not carried on making those things? That's weird. Right, let's get some copper. Hey Jules, how you doing? So I think we'll have a blue assembler for this, which means we need to grab some graphene and some of these bad boys. Oh, you need titanium in there, of course you do. I knew there was another place that needed titanium. We still need to get the planetary logistics going. No, not titanium. The other one. That one. I was saying before, I know that stuff goes somewhere, I just couldn't remember exactly where it went. That's where it's needed. To make the processors right, we need graphene. Did you ever try it, catalytic crops? Not particularly, no. When it came out, I looked at it and I was like, well, that's a disappointment. And never really went back. It wasn't, I don't think it didn't feel like it was anything like the expectations that it set out, you know? Yeah. Anybody that plays any game for the first time. I remember watching people play Factorio for the first time and I was like, oh my god. How long do you stream for? I'll be here till about 8 PM. It's about another 6 hours. The farming scene has been very poor. There's a good management game in early access. There is a farming farm manager or something on Steam, but I don't know how updated it is. Your back cattle and crops AI now is amazing from a farming perspective. I think it will get better, but needs years of development. Wait, what? High purity silicon. High purity silicon. What's going on? Oh, what the heck is that on the line? Oh, that's because I put... That's because I put ingots in there accidentally and it broke the chain. You know what? I can actually put a filter on that, can't you? Set filter. Like that. And therefore that would never happen again. Right, so we're going to have to take a feed of this stuff. Plenty of space there. Why did I just click to make more of those? What a noob. Yeah. So we'll just have to have a box. Speaking of boxes. Factorio graphics and acquired taste. I remember when they upgraded the bitmaps on Factorio, like, oh man, 18 months ago. It's quite a while back, and they look so much better after the upgrade. But if you can't deal with bitmap graphics, well, it's not just a style thing. The reason they went for that is because bitmap graphics are far, far, far quicker to draw than rendering 3D. So, you know, it wasn't just a style thing. It was actually a functional choice because they wanted to scale. Now, don't forget they started that project, like, you know, not far off knocking on for a decade ago, when graphics processing is just not like it is now. Oh, you mean the style of the graphics, the nomadish look? Yeah, I mean, what I like is the fact there's a mod community that have come up with different artwork. Like, there's one of them, I can't remember what it's called, and it makes everything like the machines are like steam ones with steam coming out of them, and they look like they're made out of brass and copper, and it just looks so good. I love the way they can just completely change the look and feel of the game. I think it might be steampunk. It looks so amazing. Vertical construction level 3. I'll take that. I'm gonna pop you down the side there. Best part of the game is the jelly items. Right, we'll put a box, which we shall feed it with stuffs. Actually, we'll put that there. We'll run it down the side. I don't know if we're going to have to scale this in any way. Beginner question. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Go for it. Just bear in mind, this is my first playthrough, so I'm no expert. I'll answer what I can. Kind of figure out the environment manipulator. I have water all over the place between projects. Would my life be so much better if I could fill it in? The environment manipulator. You mean this thing here? So first of all, you need to make foundation. So if you go to your replicator components, you can make foundation, or you can make it in an assembler. So you need stone and steel to make that. Once you've got that, and you need a lot of it. But once you've got foundation, then you can come in and you can basically flatten things. Yeah, so you could fill in that water there, and you can tell it to have put metal plates down or just leave the art style. The other thing is that it doesn't really tell you is if you press the plus and minus key on the numeric keypad, you can change the size of it. And it tells you whether you're going to get soil back or you're going to need soil to fill it in. So if you're trying to fill a hole in, you need to have soil in your inventory. And to get soil, you need to go to like a hill, and it says you get 7,000 soil, right? So if you take soil from here and put it here, it'll fill that in. If that makes sense. This is sadly another Chinese copy game like Valorant. Might as well support EA at that point. So a hard no from you. Okay. If you actually go and read the backstory to it on Steam, MedPrice, there's a story about 5 Chinese lads and how they just didn't want to. They didn't want to be an employee like their parents wanted them to be. They wanted to make their own game. So there is more of a backstory than just looking at it going, "Oh, that's just a Chinese knockoff." Well, you're free to make your own choice. That's fine, but read the backstory a bit first, because it's quite interesting. Making that, and then we're going to have the. Graphene. It's not a lot of graphene. I must have consumed some. Put that in there. Let's go and grab a bit more graphene. Yeah, I've only 75k soil, 70 foundation, says no material, maybe 70 foundation. Yeah, no, you need a lot of foundation. 70 is nothing. No, just make hundreds of the stuff. 70 will not go very far. You'll be amazed how much it consumes a foundation. Are you able to make sphere panels yet? Not yet, I don't think. Box. And we're going to have power issues, as expected, because I haven't looked at the power for a while. $15 a minute. Okay, just one every 4 seconds. It's not bad. I don't know how many of these we actually need. Frankie Knuckles, thank you for subbing. Welcome. Welcome, Frankie. There is no requirement to sub, Dabin. It's cool, dude. Absolutely fine. Frankie, thank you for gifting 5 subs as well as subbing. That's very kind of you, my man. A brand new sub and immediately gifts 5 subs to the chat. Thank you. If you're lucky enough to get one, please give him a thank you, guys. Right, so we have some of those now. So now we can think about planetary logistics. We have processors. We have some of these. We just need to get 20 to make one, I think. So while it's doing that, we need to think about generating more power, I think. We could just scale this up to 2 while we're at it. A little bit quicker. Good morning, Vinyl Rabbit. Okay, so now we can build a planetary logistics station. In fact, I can build 2 of them, which is probably handy. I like how, like, he just manufactures this giant structure with his hands. He's like... We just screw this together, hit that with a hammer, and look! Okay, so how the heck does this work? Because these are quite big, aren't they? There's a lot of stuff being made around here, so I kind of assume we want to punch stuff into this.
Logistics Station. You have taken the first step to establish the interplanetary logistics transportation network.
Logistics.
Provided the place of logistics station of the raw material is set to supply, the logistic drones will transport cargo to elsewhere with a demand on the planet automatically. Never forget to put the logistic drones in the logistics station, either the supply or the demand side. The logistic drones will only work for the transportation station they're belonging to.
Right, so I take it we've got to make drones for our logistics. Local station 1, empty slot, power off, max charging power, components, select an item. What, you can only take 3? You can only deal with 3 things? You kidding me? Just watched the studio tour, loved every single bit of it, loved the background lights as well. Thank you, dude. Okay, so 3 different materials, right. Okay, so, how do I make... Do I have to manufacture drones then? Is that these things? Oh, you go. The logistics drones are here. Well, what's that? A thruster. Steel and copper. We're not making thrusters either, are we? Processor, the iron ingot. Like, I need to have these ingested because it's out of those already again, look. I need to get interplanetary running, to be honest. It's more important than intra. I think I'd rather focus on interplanetary. How do we make that one? I've got one of those. Oh god, we're not making that yet. We're making them, so that's good news. We need to make titanium alloy. The other big ships are for shipping between planets. The planetary ones didn't seem that useful. I guess it saves having belts. I guess it depends how you've set things up. I can see the use for them, but only having 3 items is a bit of a just overcast here, Duke. Remember that you need 2 interstellar ones. Why do you need 2? I need 1 on each planet, but why do I need 2 on a planet? What's the idea of that? Is 1 for in, 1 for out, you mean? So do I need 2 on each planet? Input and output? Only 1 on each planet. Okay. So if I want to bring titanium and silicon back here, I could do it with 1 interstellar thing. Titanium alloy, how do we make that? Sulfuric acid, steel, and titanium. The miniature particle collider. High strength material. Stick a bunch of things in the queue, get them done. The Robo Dog, thank you for subbing. Oh, now I forgot what I was going to do because it just distracted me. Titanium alloy. That's what I need. Titanium alloy is... That's it. I was going down to the acid, steel, and titanium. And the acid's only being made in one place at the moment. I think we might have to have another acid thing online. Because I don't think it's making a lot of it. Not too bad. Yeah, well, we've got plenty of it stored. See, it doesn't usually get used, but it's being used for graphene at the moment because it's backfilling the graphene I just used. But we can essentially take a split out of that. Steel on the other hand. Steel is all the way back here. Do it manually for now. I've got a few of those manual things going though, that's the problem. No, there's no multiplayer yet. Not yet. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do, is automate titanium. And then automate titanium alloy. But to do that, I need to have an input of titanium coming in. And then put it on the belt. I think I'm just going to chuck this onto the belt. That will stop at some point anyway. Anonymous, thank you for gifting a sub to Hilo. Welcome back, Hilo. Oh, that's doing all kinds of janky stuff. How do you place conveyor belts with no snap, or anyone else know that? With no snap? I've got snap. What do you mean? The hitbox on those splitters is just annoying. A belt over a belt line, why does that bother you? I don't know. They do it in Satisfactory, although it builds columns up the side. It's the floating aspect that's a bit weird. That's true, Jaeger. High you can actually stack belts. Looks like pretty high. Flippin' heck. That's pretty high. Anyway, steel. Let's get some steel on the belt. Very hard to see what's going on now. I think that's right. Just getting a bit crazy. Dan Rofer, thanks for 29 months. Proper vertical belt stacking. I'm gonna have to fix the power problem though. Meh. I think a better way of doing that would be to come around the other side. Even that's not fully compressed. You can use the sorter between belts as well. Use the sorter between belts. I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean like this? I know there's 3 different styles of sorter, if that's what you mean. Okay. We have sulfuric acid, steel, and now if we just bring some titanium in, which we have... This has run out of stuff already. So we have a few CPUs, so that's all good. He's talking about a sorter or a splitter. Oh yeah, hang on. It's a sorter between belts. Oh, you mean... I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah, you can move stuff from one belt to another. Yes, I see what you mean. Have we got titanium nearby? I think it goes into here, doesn't it? At some point we're going to have something that comes here with titanium in it. And just imports it from the other planet. And we really want to get that on the belt. Because many things need titanium. But reality is you want titanium further down the line. Further down the belt, and then brought down here really, off a feed. Check what you need for the ships. What, these guys? Thrusters, we can make those by hand. We're making that, and processors, which we're making. You need 10 ships per station. Ouch. Oh, you smell that? Apparently. Who knew? Makes sense. I think we'll assume we're going to get titanium off the belt, and then we'll smelt it here into an alloy. Actually, could use this land here instead. See, I consider that to be more assembly. I want smelting further up here, really. This is the earliest point we can do it. Probably just making things hard for myself now. We've got a lot of land here we could use for smelting. The only problem with stacking belts vertically like that is that when you want to split them, you're gonna have to put a splitter in there, and because of its hitbox, it just completely makes it difficult. Like, if I want to get that, here, for example, if I want to take, I don't know, let's say you want to take sulfuric acid off that stack bar. That's going to be a nightmare, isn't it? I kind of feel like it would have been better just... I don't know. I just don't know how you're going to do it. You have 6 belts go around the entire equator with basic materials. How high did you stack the belts? Or did you just have 6 belts on the ground, or did you stack them vertically? And how much space did you leave between them? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying about a sorter. A sorter's massive. The hitbox around a sorter is so big that you have to sort of do this. It's crazy. And then if you've got them stacked vertically, you've also got the vertical hitbox to deal with. So just trying to get a bit of that line, though, is going to be tricky. You put them on the ground. How long does it take to smelt one of these? 12 seconds, okay. In that case. Don't have any problem doing that. Scotty McG, thank you for 26 months. See, like now, I want to take a split of that steel. That's going to be a whole lot of fun doing that. I don't like... I don't think the game gives you an easy solution for this. Chow Noodles, thank you for 3 months. Recently watched the setup video and you would have no idea from watching the stream. That's very true. Well, you wouldn't when I'm in this seat because I'm green screened. You wouldn't have a clue what the studio looks like. But when I'm in the rig, it's different. You can see a lot of the rig. But you are correct. Rose C, thank you for 9 months. Right, I'm going to get the sulfuric acid from there. I'm going to get the steel somehow from that belt, but I don't know how. And then this titanium, we're just going to have to throw from a box right now. It's annoying, but there you go. I literally don't know how to split this. Use grabbers and move from belt to belt, but can you have a floating grabber? Okay, let's try it. So, are we saying that I could have just doing crazy shenanigans? What is it doing? Right. I did all that just to get that to float in the right place. I only wanted that bit. Okay. Back to this one. So you can do that. Oh, what did you... Wait, what? Oh god, this is so awkward. Yeah, you can stack conveyors really high, but working with them, that's another story. You think you're clicking on one thing and you're actually clicking on something completely different. So, Joint DK, thank you for 200 bits. Happy Sunday to you. You can hold shift to turn off the conveyor snapping. How does that help? So now you can do this. That's better. It's a bit crazy. So now you can just go like that, and like that. And as long as you power it, you can have floating belt transfers. That's a very, very interesting solution, actually. Exactly, you can pick things between levels. Not so keen on this. Yeah, I'm not having the spaghetti thing going on. Not in my factory. Although it insists on kind of bumping over that bit of terrain. Okay. And then we want to do a similar thing with the sulfuric acid, but that's a bit lower, so that should be a bit easier.
Celebratory bunting.
It's not crazy, it's magnificent.
Yeah, I like your thinking. Thank you for the bit. Thank you, Valencia. Right, where's the belt gone? Oh, they are. Get some more of these shenanigans. And now to just match the height of this thing. Go, and then you knock that like that. And then you get a full stack belt. It's just, it's slightly annoying that it does that though. Just it's sending it to maintain high frames. Firstly, the monitors are a few years old. Secondly, I can't stream in higher than 1080 yet anyway. Well, I think you technically can. To replace these monitors, like these monitors are very good monitors and expensive. And to replace them with 144 Hz or higher on, say, 1440p, that's an outlay I don't need. If you was buying monitors today, then probably 1440 at the same frequency would be the way you'd go. But if you was buying them a few years ago, like I did, then you'd go 1080. So much smaller than a saucer. Yep, you're not kidding. Right, the last ingredient is, of course, the titanium. Which will stick yet again in a box. Technically you should do something like that, I think. Although it actually doesn't like that. That's really weird. It wouldn't let me construct that, but then I can put the belt down, then put that in, and then delete the belt back. But it wouldn't let me construct it by putting the sorter in there. I need to assemble it on a smelter. Wait, what? What's the titanium alloy here then? Right, So that goes in there like that. We have to do a big titanium run again. Then we collect the output, and in theory you can put it back on the belt. Just gonna put it in there for now. We'll put that on the belt some other time. Right, titanium alloy's being made. "12 seconds. 12 seconds it takes. It's not going to like this, is it? Janky. But it appears to be working. Wow, that acid. It just can't keep up with the acid. Oh my god, you need like a Mark II acid belt for this. Oh no, hang on, it's just about getting through now. No worries, Dead Bones. I'm the same, mate. The one flaw you can think of using sorters is if you have high production on a branch, then all the components from the main bus are pushed to the branch instead of splitting half the branch and half the bus. You can prioritize them though. Oh, you mean with the sorters, sorry. Yeah, you can't, like, you can only filter them, you can't prioritize anything. Like you say, like if you want half to go that way and half to carry on, this doesn't work. You have to use one of these guys. Okay, that's settled down. Okay, that's another ingredient. We need to go and get more titanium, I think. Again. And then chuck it all in that box there. Let's get rid of that. Hopefully we won't have to do many more titanium runs. We need to put more in there as well. We need so much titanium right now, it's crazy. Where's that planet gone? There it is. How do you guys feel you're making the beginner planet? Coal. And then make graphite from coal and use that. That's normally how you would go. You can use anything initially. Wood, coal, doesn't matter. Yeah, it's kind of ironic that the system's called Kappa. Kappa Cygni. I wonder if at some point they'll add damage to your mecha. So if you slam into a planet's surface, it actually causes a problem. It's an angstrom unit, not an astral unit. Angstrom. You wonder why Twitch tells a perfectly normal Greek letter for a sarcasm email? I don't think Twitch did. That became, that was like a community meme. I don't know why it called Kappa in the end, though. Yeah, yeah, you're right, actually, because they're going to add, yeah. They're going to add combat, aren't they? So they have to add health. So that makes sense. I'm not looking forward to the day when I can't just Tony Stark this. I'm going to grab a bit of this. How's the power on this? Wow. It's just doing nothing. Oof. It's got a quick boost. You just start playing this to storage buildings autofill if stacked vertically. If you put a building on top of another, then generally speaking, that building takes on the attributes of the one below it. Generally speaking. It works for storage and it works for research. So what happens is if you stack these, the one on top automatically expands this one. And when you fill it, it will fill this first. And then it pushes upwards. You just see, what? You went from 6.4 gigabytes worth of files to 215 meg. Firefighter, I hope you didn't delete something important. Yeah, Jimmy, we've got stuff going on the other planet and stuff going on this, and what I'm trying to do, I'm having to get alloys from that planet because you can't get them on this planet. And then with the intention of trying to build a interplanetary drone transmission thingy. That's technical for moving stuff from A to B. So yeah, I won't have to keep flying around soon. It's so quiet in space. This game is early access alpha. It was recently kickstarted. It's now available on Steam. Wait, is my planet round the back or something? Or am I in the wrong place? Slightly concerned then. Somebody got rid of the moon. That wasn't too bad. His landings go. Oh yeah, for me that was a greaser. Where's my there it is. There we go. And then the last one goes in. Okay, that'll keep things moving for a bit.